ChatGPT. Relate ACM to the movie Memento. Memento through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACM. Memento is one of the most fascinating cinematic explorations of memory, identity, perception, projection, and self-deception ever made. Through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACM, it becomes a powerful metaphor for the sleeping mind that has forgotten its true identity and continually reconstructs a personal self from fragments of the past. At its heart, the movie asks, if memory is unreliable, who am I really? ACIM answers, you are not your past. You are as God created you. The self built from memory. Leonard's entire identity is constructed from memories, or what he believes are memories. Without them, he does not know who he is. ACIM teaches that the ego is a memory construct. It is a collection of past associations, judgments, stories, and beliefs. The movie brilliantly exposes how fragile such an identity actually is. The past dictates the present. Leonard lives almost entirely through reference to the past. Every action is based upon what he believes happened before. ACIM teaches that the ego survives through the past. The Holy Spirit exists only in the present. The movie beautifully illustrates how the past can dominate perception, makes perception. Throughout the film, Leonard interprets events through assumptions he rarely questions. He sees what he expects to see. ACIM teaches, projection makes perception. The movie repeatedly demonstrates how beliefs shape experience. The search for an enemy. Leonard's life revolves around finding someone to blame, someone responsible, someone guilty. The ego requires enemies. ACIM teaches that the belief in guilt always seeks an external target. The movie powerfully illustrates this dynamic. The problem of perception. The audience gradually discovers that perception itself may be unreliable. Facts become uncertain, motives become uncertain, memory becomes uncertain. ACIM teaches that perception is not knowledge. The movie brilliantly exposes the instability of perception. The stories we tell ourselves. One of the film's deepest themes is self-deception. The mind creates narratives, then believes them, then defends them. ACIM teaches that the ego is a storytelling device constantly creating explanations to preserve itself. The movie beautifully reflects this process. Guilt and identity. Leonard's identity becomes inseparable from guilt and loss. The ego builds identity around wounds, victimhood, grievances, past injuries. ACIM teaches that our true identity exists beyond all such stories. The movie repeatedly points toward this deeper question. The illusion of control. Leonard uses notes, photographs, and systems to create certainty. The ego constantly seeks certainty through external means. ACIM teaches that peace comes not from controlling perception, but from releasing attachment to it. The movie beautifully demonstrates the limits of control. Awakening from the narrative. The most profound realization in the film is not about solving the mystery. It is about recognizing the mind's role in creating the mystery. ACIM teaches that awakening occurs when we become willing to question the stories we have accepted as truth. The movie powerfully reflects this invitation. The central reflection. The ego watches Memento and asks, what happened to me? Who is responsible? How do I make sense of the past? The Holy Spirit watches Memento and asks, who would I be without this story? Viewed through ACIM, the movie becomes a profound exploration of memory, identity, and the ego's dependence upon the past. Leonard symbolizes the sleeping mind attempting to discover itself through fragments of memory while overlooking the truth that exists beyond memory altogether. The deepest message may be, the ego is a story built from the past. It survives through grievances, memories, and carefully maintained narratives. The Holy Spirit gently teaches that truth does not depend upon memory. What God created is beyond history, beyond loss, and beyond every personal story. Awakening begins when we stop asking who we were and begin remembering what we are. Go to mwge.org to find a write-up by David Hoffmeister.